It's finally here. The UCS quote-unquote LEGO Avengers Tower set, which so many people were anticipating, that retails for $500 in the United States with 5,201 pieces and a total of 31 LEGO minifigures, which is the most that have ever been included in one LEGO set. This releases the 24th of November 2023 at LEGO stores and LEGO Shop at Home, and it's a dream come true. I mean, again, over 5,000 pieces, $500. This is massive. It's in the scale of the Daily Bugle and the Sanctum Sanctorum sets, and much like those, it's a modular building. Now, I got to see this a little bit early at Denmark and interview the designers, so I got a bit of insight there. So I'll be using some of that footage throughout this video, but there's so much I want to cover here. As you can tell, it's almost perfect. There's so many amazing things about this, and it's definitely one of, if not the best LEGO Marvel set. I'm not sure, I gotta build it and see how it compares to the Daily Bugle. But let me go over first the minifigures I absolutely adore introduced in this set. The most unbelievable thing I was shocked to discover was that this set includes Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios. Yeah, not somebody who appears in the movies, but a real life person. This is an amazing interpretation with an exclusive Avengers cap. I can see everybody's sig fig using that piece. I think the face print is new. The torso print is definitely new. And we also have a shawarma piece printed on that corner tile design. I love this figure. It's my favorite of all the ones in the set. My next favorite is the Hulk Big Fig, which is the first time we're actually getting a movable head for LEGO Hulk. This design, of course, using the standard set with Thanos, but also introducing a new hair piece for the Hulk. That's going to be a lot of fun to make cursed minifigures with. And I'm sure this copy of Hulk won't stay exclusive to the set alone. Next up, there's this amazing Vision minifigure. I love this blue that's used for the body and head, but the best part is the translucent legs at the bottom and this really gorgeous cape design. I mean, just look at the pattern on there, which is a translucent base. Also some printing at the back as well. And then finally, for my favorites, there's the new Wasp minifigure. I really adore the wings used there, which seem to be the same material as Vision's cape in this set, which is like a plastic, it's not a cloth. Those wings are so much better than the ones we got with the Ant-Man and Wasp set back in 2018, the only Wasp minifigure we got before. This design has an updated torso print and helmet print as well. I mean, it finally uses the right helmet piece. You know, the last one just used that standard helmet from the time. Does look a little bit weak without the leg printing, and you'll notice with a lot of minifigures in the set that they're missing leg printing, but whatever. It's one of the few minor problems of this set, and something more of a problem with the whole LEGO Marvel line in general. Now, we'll take a look at the rest of the minifigures throughout the set close-up. Let's take a look at the building, and the building is absolutely massive. This rests on a 32 by 32 base plate, and it's roughly 35 inches tall, 90 centimeters for those of you who use it. Now, the design of this opens up by removing particular walls, this back wall, to access different floors, and that's really the fixed wall of accessing the floors. It's not something that you could remove floor by floor, unfortunately, from my understanding. I get if that bothers some people, but with the intricacy and beauty of the wall designs with all of the windows and how that's created and everything, I totally understand why this is fixed to only be accessed from the back there. Honestly, it's not a problem with me, especially how the arrangement of these rooms are. With each floor recreating an iconic scene from an MCU movie, the first floor tackles Endgame with the whole Tesseract suitcase scene. The design here having the elevator exit, a Vita Rush vending machine, and in this particular picture you can see how they have those shield agents, something where we get an exclusive torso that looks lovely, one of which is Tony Stark secretly, but you do get a regular Tony Stark with that torso that appeared in the Sicarian Hulkbuster, as well as another set later on. There's also Ant-Man in the back, which is the same one from the CMF from my understanding. This is our first set with Alexander Pierce as well. I'm not 100% sure if his face print and torso print are exclusive. You'll have to let me know that in the comments. Also, this has a new version of Thor, where they actually have that hairpiece used of Mad-Eye Moody. That works really well if you ask me. It's kind of weird because it uses the same torso print as the one from earlier this year in the Quinjet. It's just the hairpiece that's different. Why didn't they just use that hairpiece for the Quinjet? And I'm talking about the Quinjet from earlier this year because this set has its own Quinjet, which is massively downscaled. I kind of love this. It gives me that Slave 1 in Cloud City vibe, where you have a more in scale with the actual playset model of this vehicle, still capturing a lot of the iconic look. And this one could actually land on the landing bay at the top of the tower, but we'll get to that in a second. Well, we have a lot more floors to go. Same updated Loki with the helmet and the hair from the Quinjet set, and that alternate face muzzle, Tesseract and all. Oh, and before we move to the next, if you don't know what Vita Rush is, it's actually a LEGO City reference. So yeah, nice LEGO references in a MCU set. Next floor up has references to Age of Ultron for the lab setup, but you do get that walkway from the Captain America, America's ass version with the Captain America shield there. I love that. In the designer interview, they referenced how the instruction book does actually reference that scene directly. They don't use the word ass, but still. And you do get, of course, 2 Captain Americas. But anyways, for the lab design, I really like how they recreated those graphics at the top there from, the CGI graphics in the movie of all the different technological parts of Ultron's mind. That uses a dish piece and that Arctic crater design. Nice part usage if you ask me. You have the whole lab setup. That's Dr. Cho, which is the first time we're getting that minifigure, which looks really nice with an exclusive torso print. And the Wanda in this set is the same one that was from the Endgame final battle we got from this summer. Now here's the problem that says almost. This is why this is an almost perfect set. Of course you could say leg printing for this minifigure, that minifigure, some minifigures missing dual molded boots. Okay, that's the reason why it's almost. But for me, what really stands out is that we get this Mark 1 Ultron figure. It is a new design. But if you compare it to the original one from the 2015 Avengers Tower released for Avengers Age of Ultron LEGO sets, that one had a clearer head which looked a lot better. Now that's not the only problem, because this is the only Ultron in the whole set. I really am kind of disappointed with that. We haven't gotten any Ultron minifigures since 2015, and it could have been cool to get more than just the Mark 1 of Ultron. Like in 2015, we got Ultron Prime and Ultimate Ultron. Those were in 2 different Age of Ultron sets other than the Avengers Tower, and people aren't able to get their hands on those minifigures. So now just reprinting the Mark 1 in this set, again with an inferior design of the head for that, is only noticeable misstep in my opinion, but even that isn't a huge misstep. We get so many great minifigures in this set, it's not a big problem. But I do feel for those who missed out on the Ultron minifigures back in the day and don't want to fork over even more money to make this feel more complete. But with this just touching on a particular scene of the creation of Ultron, of course not with these particular characters, but you'll have to put Tony Stark there, I guess it kind of makes sense to include the Mark 1. I'm just really scratching my head at the loss of the clear head because that Vision minifigure has such a great translucent aspect to it. It's a sticker, unfortunately, but I do like how they have that sticker across this particular piece. We don't usually see computer screens curved like that from LEGO. Next floor is a general suit-up station for Tony Stark. The design here has a new dummy build. We also have a bunch of stickered computer screens. I mean, this is something we've seen from LEGO quite a bit. It doesn't feel super unique, but it feels like something that's about necessary in this tower. The design of the outfit that Tony Stark is wearing there is the Iron Man Mark 7, which we did get in the aforementioned Quinjet set from this year. This particular design has been in other sets before with some different prints here and there. Now, what is cool is that you do get an exclusive Iron Man Mark 6, In particular, I really love that damaged helmet that's found in this set. That's a print that really stands out. Oh, and one more thing with this floor, it is a bit weird that the sticker references the rescue armor, which isn't found in this set, it's found in that one Hulk helicopter drop set. But I guess it's because we haven't gotten a sticker for that before, so if you're an Iron Man Armory completionist, there you go. Next floor has a prison for Loki, which is not entirely accurate because he was held on the helicarrier. But, you know, it's just like, okay, this is something that we associate with the Avengers movies. What other rooms will we put in this Avengers Tower? So it's not a big deal, and it kind of makes sense in my opinion as just this general Marvel Cinematic Universe celebration. Nothing really too special here. I mean, it's a cool cell build, but yeah, it's not a floor that stands out to me. Regardless, same Black Widow from the Quinjet. Again, same Loki. Makes total sense. Sorry if you bought that Quinjet for the minifigures alone. Next is, you know, what we already covered with the landing pad of the Quinjet, but inside there we do have the bar area. Sorry, Avengers or Stark Lounge. You know, they don't want to say bar, but it's a modern bar, so all of those rules that say, oh, LEGO can't do bars, well, there you go. Regardless, the design here is very comfy, it's very spacious. You have that TV sticker there, another screen sticker over here. You have a full bar selection, which is much appreciated. I like the glass piece used, which is nice to get in clear, originally introduced in the LEGO Harry Potter Series 2 minifigures. One little knock against this set, stickered 2x2 tile of the Battle of New York newspaper with all the printed newspapers in the Daily Bugle. That is a bit lame. But whatever, that's like a very, very, very small nitpick and not a big problem. I guess this will be the time where I talk about the Hawkeye minifigure, which it's great to see an update on that torso print there and the legs and the actual hairpiece being used from Marvel's Series 2 of CMFs, which was used for Hawkeye there. That's pretty cool. So much better than, of course, the 2012 LEGO Avengers Hawkeye a lot of us know and love. Alright, right above that, we have the final floors where we have this rooftop area that references the puny god scene. You even have a smashed in floor tile there. I love how that has the outline of Loki. That is freaking hilarious. Again, it would be cool if that is a printed tile and not a sticker, but unfortunately it's a sticker. Now to the left, it's incredibly hard to see this, and I'm so sorry. I tried to get the best look at this. This is Avengers Issue 1 recreated in LEGO form. Unfortunately, from my understanding, it is a sticker, but I know a lot of people don't even care that it's a sticker. As long as we get that design somehow, there you go. And I love seeing LEGO recreations of real-world objects, and that came out fantastic. Such a great hidden detail in this build. Now, right above, we have the Sceptre lab. You know, where they researched Loki's scepter. There's nothing too special there. You got some more sticker details. To the right, I like how there's some 2x2 jumpers to fit minifigures. In particular, this photo has War Machine, which I love the exclusive War Machine of this set. Such a great update with that new helmet piece that we haven't gotten for War Machine before, and the torso and legs. With that rumor of a War Machine mech next year, I'm sure that will probably be the same minifigure of this set, but that would be a great way to get this minifigure in a cheap set. And at the very top, we have Erik Selvig with a portal machine. I love how there's stuff like an egg beater used here, but it's awesome to get Erik Selvig for the first time in LEGO minifigure form. I mean, we just got the actor who played him in the Dune set, or are getting him in another D2C, which is the Dune set, a couple months after this, which is hilarious to me. It's funny because he's in like Lars von Trier movies. So it's great to see him pop up. I think the face print and torso print is new, but don't quote me there, and if I'm wrong, you'll hear me chewed out in the comments. I also love the sloping of that top wall design. Again, much like that wall for those floors at the bottom, it's so easy to remove that. Okay. What else have I not covered here? There's the two Chitauri vehicles. You have the Chariot for Loki. It's pretty cool. It's something we've seen in other sets before, but, you know, it adds that detail for that Avengers 1 battle. And also we have the Leviathan, which is something that we haven't gotten to this substantial level before. It's not the most, I guess, detailed thing out there, but it still works very well for the scale and inclusion of this tower. I like how there's a clear stand included, which has a round base. Some things to attach to the side of the tower include a portal for Wong. The Wong design is the same one from the Sanctum, as is the portal itself. The round clear piece is also used as an attachment to stick a new version of Falcon at the side there. It's cool to get a new version of Falcon, though, yeah, it probably would have been cool to get that one-piece Falcon wing design. This one seemingly has a new torso print. Similar to the Daily Bugle having Green Goblin bursting out, they have Hulk at the side of the building, scraping some windows and breaking them. That's kind of a cool recreation. I just hope it's more stable than the Green Goblin inclusion in the Daily Bugle with the glider. We also have Tony Stark getting suited up while falling down, which recreates another iconic scene. I love the build for the armor as it's suiting up on him. And at the very bottom floor, there's some details including a street lamp, as well as a memorial for the Battle of New York, which, yeah, that's going on as that memorial is there, but it's just so that you can put this through different times. And that does have a sticker with some of the Avengers names on it. Oh, and I love how they illustrate Thor's hammer with that electric piece from LEGO Ninjago. That's clever, and that also has a 1x2 to attach it to the building sticking out. The last minifigures to point out include Nick Fury, which that's the same one since 2019's Far From Home set, which has appeared in many sets since. Come on, LEGO, new design would be welcome. There's a very boring Pepper Potts who uses reprinted pieces from my understanding. There is a little sticker device that she's using though to call Tony Stark. And the Chitauri are the same ones from that Quinjet set. So yeah, I pointed out the interesting ones already. Yeah, I adore this set, near perfect. Like, it would be a 9 out of 10 for me, but I gotta see how it is once I build it. Let me know what you feel about this set in the comments below. At $500, is it as good as I'm praising it, or am I just overhyping it because I got to see the designers and interview them? Thanks to Ash and Flash for inviting me to that opportunity, and LEGO for allowing me to go. Subscribe here for more LEGO news and commentary, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.